This is how I feel when I wake up in the mornings. And then when I look outside and see snow. Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. It's 8:42 in the morning. We are in Norwalk, Ohio. It is freezing cold. And I'm in a dock door because I came to pick up this trailer. First, couldn't shut the doors. Second, went and waited once again, overweight. I don't know what to do, except for sit here, but apparently this is an everyday thing. So, that's what I'm doing. I don't know how long it's going to take. We are 4,000 pounds over, so it could take a while. Until then, I guess I'm just going to hang out and do nothing. Yeah. But, if you guys want to see, this is what it looks like outside. It's nasty, cold, and if you look out over here, all you see is ice. Because they have salt, they just choose not to salt their parking lot, which makes it a lot harder to get in the door. And you see in the rear view, sorry about that, y'all. I'm in the door. Okay. Over and out. Rubber duckies.
Good morning. So, just wanted to take a minute or two before I go back to bed to explain to you kind of where we came from, how we got into trucking. Me personally, I was working for a company as a district manager in Vegas, and one of the technicians I had actually came from one of the companies that we serviced. And he got a phone call from somebody on the East Coast that said that they were dropping our contract, and within 90 days that was going to affect the Vegas area where I was. So I also had a different friend that was about to go through trucking school, because when I was in the Phoenix area I saw a place where you could get your CDL, and I told him about it, and he'd already looked into signing up. So he actually called them and extended when he was going to go to school to match when I was going to go to school. We went there and went to trucking school together. And in May it'd be 9 years, or I'm sorry, in 10 years in May, whenever I got my CDL. And yeah, we still have M&Ms. We haven't eaten them all. There's still more in the other bag too. And so after about a year and a half of being a driver, I was with Swift. That's where I started. I ended up with a injury and was at home. And while I was at home is when I met Jake. So it was probably about 2.5 years past that when he came as a passenger with me, started riding with me, and then from there became a trainee with me, and then eventually team driver. So it's kind of where my part of the story is. I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
So, how did I get into trucking? Let's see. Obviously you.
Yeah, I told him that part.
Well, yeah, but okay. That's the end of the story. I started working with you, and I'm still here.
Okay.
You haven't driven me off a cliff yet, so that's why I'm still here also.
Well, that's, yeah, I haven't driven you off a cliff. It's hard to find somebody to team with that you can work with.
Or that isn't mean all the time.
I mean, it's a small space inside this truck.
Too small.
And there's times where we get on each other's nerves, but we can't let it, like, stay that way. We usually discuss whatever the problem is, work it out, make.
Or we decide to slam the curtain shut because we don't want to talk to each other.
Yeah, sometimes that's like our way of getting away from each other. We can shut the curtains. When
let me give you a guess who slams the curtain.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
So.
Oh, it's so cold.
Anyway, I'm going back to sleep.
He lies.
And we'll talk about other things later. Oh, by the way, probably in about a week and a half, whatever it takes to get some questions up, we'll probably do some questions and answers. So, I mean, give us a comment on either Facebook, for those of you that are getting this from Facebook, or, you know, if you're a subscriber or haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you can do comments and ask us questions. We'd be more than happy to answer them.
Make them good, please. Please don't ask questions that make you sound like you're on a dating site. Like, how old are you? Do you have cats? Do you like cats?
We do have a cat, but yeah. You'll see him when we go home. We'll show you the cat. We'll tell you the story behind the cat. But yeah, you can ask us whatever questions you like. Doesn't matter. Who knows? They might want to date us.
Sorry, I am strictly off the market, but I'm single and ready to mingle at the same time.
You have no idea. What does that mean? Okay.
It means I'm getting tired of you.
We'll be back later.
I will cut you. Don't think I won't.
So. It's my turn to drive.
It's my turn to drive.
Got the trailer checked out and went and got me some of this tomato basil soup from Pilot. This stuff is awesome.
No, it's not. It's expensive.
I'm going to eat my soup while Jake tells you about his day. He had a lot of fun, I'm sure. Go ahead, Jake.
Really?
I'm busy. You gotta tell him.
I was just eating, literally 2 seconds before you turned the camera.
Yeah, but I gotta drive in a minute, so you'll have time to eat. Tell him about your day.
Okay, let me tell you about my day. It was so boring. Let's see. I scaled the load. It was 4,000 pounds overweight. Took it back. They took some off. And then it was still 1,200 pounds overweight. And then I don't think that guy's gonna get it. But then it scaled out, so then I had to go drop some paperwork off that Kip forgot to do. Now I'm here at the truck stop.
I'm just glad that where you had to drop the paperwork off, where I screwed up, was on the way back and where we're going. Because the load we got now goes to Miami. And I would say it's to someplace warmer, but it's not all that cold up here in Ohio. We still in Ohio?
Yeah, apparently you weren't outside this morning every like 5 minutes. Well, it was frigid.
That's this morning, but it's nice and sunny now. It's beautiful.
It was sunny this morning too, but it was still cold.
Well, it's not cold where we are now. Let's put it to you that way.
Yeah, it is.
Great. I just dripped that on my shirt. Okay.
What's the point of eating soup when you don't drip it on you always drip it on yourself. So.
That's going to do it for the day.
Yep.
We'll see you tomorrow.